What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to Ketchup Podcast, episode 34. We up in here, got your host, Lofton, aka Mr. Nice Guy, aka Mr. Hazadonis, aka when I'm suited and booted, Mr. Antoine Cumberbund. And I got my co-host over here, my man Rajim. What's up, Rajim?
The one and only Mr. Make It Happen. What's good, man?
What's good? And you know, it's a Sunday. So we had to let the preacher come through and bless the Rams. He done switch his name up. He been on the show so many times. He done threw a nickname in that joint now. So
Ram C. He sounds thugged out, don't he? Like, you think it's a game up in
here? What's up, Rev C? How you been?
Beat you down and pray for you at the same time,
man. Lincoln Park's finest, you heard me.
You know what I'm saying? beat you with the Bible. Go ahead, do it up, player. Do it up. All right, and everybody out there, we gotta introduce our guest for this week. We got Taki Brown, a wonderful poet, social activist, man of the community, out there handling business. Once again, please, round of applause for Mr. Brown, Taki Brown in the building.
Let's go.
What's up? Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show, episode 34. We up in here, and we gonna get to one of my favorite things to do. Drink it today. We gonna get it started drinking today. I love it. All right. Anyway, getting it popping, drinking today. Everybody's happy. We love it. I'm gonna go ahead and start off. I went ahead. I got my stuff already made. It's in a nice little shaker, looking nice and everything. I got the gin and sin. I went ahead and popped that off. I knew the red was coming, and I needed to, rebuke. You know what I'm saying? I need some love out there. So I got this gin and sin in here. You know what I'm saying? I needed some. You know what I mean? So it's got a little gin, of course. Got a grenadine in there. Got some orange juice. Got some lemon juice in there. You know, shaken, not stirred. So I'm gonna go ahead and pour mine in there. Hey, Ross, talk to me, man. What you got for today?
Hey, bro. Hey, so I done had a rough week, bro. First of all, you know what I'm saying? I took my 12U AAU kids to nationals. We lost in the second round, but hey, they had a good season, man. They had a good season. You know, they did their thing. So shout out to the East Orlando Preds. 12U. East Orlando Preds. You know what I'm saying? They did their thing or whatever. So check this out. So this week, you know what I'm saying, since I was getting over the flu last week, you know, and I needed a vacation. So what I did was I took me some Malibu, you know what I'm saying? Okay, and I mixed it with a little tropical punch. Okay. And I like to call it that hey boo boo. You know what I'm saying? Hey boo boo. You know what I'm saying? Hey boo boo. You know what I'm saying? Let's go with it. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Get you a little. Yeah, hey, I got give me a little, Caribbean music in the background and pretend like I'm in Jamaica. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Or with the hey boo boo, you can steal some picnic baskets.
Yeah, I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Hey, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Hey boo boo.
All right, so Rev C. You know what I'm saying? What you bring to the table? We got some aloe. What kind of plant we drinking? What type of plant water we drinking?
So today, because it's just a special day, and this is what we're doing. We're gonna do a little bit of something different. We got our customary H2O on ice on deck.
Gotta have
it.
Okay. I put H2O in my drink.
Right. Then as a backup, we got us a little Fanta orange doing the thing too.
Okay.
Got you. Strong drink for y'all today.
Yeah. I feel you. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? We must have more of his church members watching now.
Yeah, you will get hydrated and diabetes in the same thing. Drink. Fanta ain't nothing but the devil. It ain't nothing but the devil.
Fanta ain't no joke. 46 grams.
All day. You know what I'm saying? They really do it for the gram.
You understand?
Mr. Brown, Mr. Taki Brown. Did you happen to join us as a part of our show? Did you happen to bring some liquid refreshment with you to join us? It's a BYOB type situation here on the Ketchup Podcast. So do you have anything to enlighten the folks out there with?
So I usually drink whenever I came on podcasts or whatever. So I got me a smooth glass of H2O also.
Okay, let's go.
Drinking, I'm just perpetrating right now.
You could have said that was anything. You could have said I got a whole thing of moonshine. We were like, yo, you going at it.
I don't want to lie to people.
Yeah, he don't want to lie from the rib. You know what I'm saying? Didn't want to laugh for the
You know what I'm saying? Get y'all ginseng, get y'all a hey boo boo, or just hydrate. You know what I'm saying? We going into a new week of work.
Boo boo.
You know what I'm saying? It's so cheers to everybody out there. Let us know what y'all drinking
No
on with us here at the Ketchup podcast. And it's all good. So get up on that. Get up on that. All right. So we about to move on. We're moving on. Now it's news of the week. We got a lot of stuff that's been going on. Got a lot of stuff that's been popping off in this crazy, crazy world that we got going on here. So we're gonna start it off. You know, it's in the news. It's been one of the biggest things that's been going on right now. We got Brittney Griner is home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She done made it home. She done made it home. Yes. Prayers, all that stuff. You know, so it's one of those things that's going through the news and everybody's kind of talking about this situation. You know, I think of it in, you know, Brittney Griner, basketball player. I think about it in WNBA trade terms. Hey, questions. Was this a fair trade? Do we know? Do we think that you know what I'm saying, that Biden, was he doing this for the votes? We still got you know what I'm saying, a Marine that's still over there trying to get back home for the trade. Who she was traded for was the Merchant of Death. I mean, that's a pretty good villain name. Merchant of Death, Victor Bout, former Soviet military officer. He was sentenced to 25 years for international arms trafficking and by selling arms to terrorist countries that were looking to harm U.S. Civilians and military personnel. So, Roz, talk to me, man. What do you think about this whole situation? I know it was in the works for a while and things they were trying to get done. But what's your ending thoughts on everything that went on with this?
Well, first of all, there's no D in the girl name. Let's go and say that real quick.
It makes sense.
Like what? You done put a D in this whole girl name. But yes.
No, it ain't there. He be like, it ain't there.
Yeah, it ain't no D in the name.
Yeah, ain't no D. Ain't no D. Ain't no D in Brittney Griner.
I ain't touch it. It might be. You never know. So anyway, so real talk, man. I'm glad she's home. You know what I'm saying? I think she was chucked up on some bogus charges. I think it was a plan all along. Plan all along was to, boost up, the accountability and to make this, like I said, boost up the charges on her and then say, okay, hey, y'all want her back? Give us back the Merchant of Death. You know what I'm saying? And, I mean, like I said, I think it was, like, I don't care about the Merchant of Death. I don't care about the dude. You know what I'm saying? It had to be some stipulations on the trade, I'm sure. Like, if we catch his ass in the U.S. again, we're going to kill him or something like that. Had to be something. You know what I'm saying? It had to be something they told, you know what I'm saying? There was some stuff, involved in that whole scenario. But I'm glad, like I said, I'm glad she made it back. I do hope we go out and get everybody else that's been over there. I'm not sure what everybody else did, or I don't know the backstory on everybody else. This situation was kind of, piped up. So, everybody knew what she did. Everybody knew what she, what went on or whatever. So I don't really know what happened to everybody else. But I am glad she's back. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was some chucked up charges and it was all part of the plan anyway. So she needed to be back here. We need to have our black women home safe or whatever. So, it is what it is.
All right. So Rev C, man, what's your thought process on this whole situation? I know we had talked about this some months ago when it first popped off, but now that it's actually came to fruition that she made it home, I had to have that devil's advocate, question. You know what I'm saying? Was this a fair trade? Was this done for the votes? Why it was so a thing? Because I look at it like possibly done for the votes, expedited due to the fact that, hey, Brittney Griner is a part of the LGBT. Brittney Griner being a female playing in the WN. Like, there's a lot of folks that are in that voting booth. You know what I'm saying? That will be able to go like, hey, this was a good thing. The president did such and such, yada, yada, yada. You know what I'm saying? So what do you think, Refsy?
Well, I'm gonna give you this, man. I don't think I think it was definitely political posturing, but I don't feel like to me, I don't feel like it was a political posturing situation on the side of the United States. I think that with everything that I think it was a good move, for the U.S. to make, whether it be current administration or whoever else was out there. I feel like though that the political posturing comes from the other side, where she came from. They took this lady in order to try to do something, to try to do something big on that side. What that was going to be, I think it was a terrible coincidence, a situation that worked to their benefit. It might have taken a little bit longer to do had it been somebody else. I mean, if it wasn't Brittney Griner, it would have been Paul Whelan. You get what I'm saying? It was just the fact that she has way more notoriety. She has way more fame than Paul Whelan was concerned. So unfortunately, where he's concerned, the first person that they went at was, okay, you trying to get Brittney Griner back? Let's make a deal for her. That guy over there, Mr. on top of a horse and doing his cologne commercials or whatever is concerned, he's trying to do whatever he possibly can to make sure that he stays relevant, kind of like our previous president. I mean, they wanted to see, you know what I'm saying? So it wasn't, I don't think that you could look at current administration as far as the United States is concerned. However, there's many in the United States that are going to actually say, oh, he was wrong to do that. This president, this administration was wrong to do that. Political thing as far as votes were concerned, I think it's going to be twisted to state that this country had some vested interest that was twisted. But I don't see that. I see that it was a political posturing on the other side of the globe. And many people are going to miss that.
So, Mr. Brown, I don't know how much you've been tracking the whole Brittney Griner. I know it's out there. So, do you have any thoughts, any different perspective on the whole Brittney Griner deal, getting back home to the USA?
Prayers to the families that's been affected at this time. It was a tough time on both ends. Everybody has a family. Both of them are somebody's child. I'm happy everyone is home. There we go.
There's more to it than that.
He gonna hit you with the political. He hit you with the political statement. All right, that's cool. That's cool. I mean, like you always have to look at it. These are human beings, and they trying to do what they need to do. I always look at it as, I know you were talking about the Russian side, but the Russia side, yes, everybody's using something to gain something, right? So they already had a person. They had, Paul Whelan, that they have him on the espionage deal. And obviously the United States, in some form of fashion, or at least with what was going on, they was like, well, that's not big enough to cause us to make moves like that. So then, because Russia goes, okay, well, y'all need something bigger for us to get this dude, because they had a guy. They got a guy. Yeah. They got a guy that got military experience, some type of, like, I don't know what they're garnering from the dude. They put him on the espionage deal, but they was like, yo, okay. And the U.S. obviously was like, oh, that's not big enough. So then so we gotta get somebody else. And that's what I feel like took place. It was like, oh, so that's not big enough, because he's been over there for what? He got charged in like 2018 or something. So we've been there. And then you go like, well, I guess that's not big enough to get what we want. So then that created hey, I guess we got to go fishing again. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, and then it's like, okay, well, not saying that, and getting her, yes, got to do what we got to do to get her. But then there's a deal when you go, okay, was there enough done to get him? It was obviously like, is there some, what I'm saying? Like, I don't know that. I'm not in the negotiations or any of that crap, but I'm just saying there's a price which somebody wasn't willing until it got to a famous or
I think it's
person. And then it's like, oh, this is enough. Now we gotta make moves.
Curry, you said,
you know what I'm saying?
Say we traded Steph Curry for. I don't know. Well,
I was like, yo, man, like
I think we're missing the big picture though. The bigger picture is
how would you get rid of LeBron? But like, I want you to tell me about the picture.
I think the bigger picture is
It's
how
LeBron.
good was the weed that she got caught?
that was that top
Was
shelf.
this that
or
fire?
something.
Like
It had to be.
like who did she get this weed from?
That was
that
that was that like Incredible Hulk Sticky Icky. Like it was all
Yeah,
the
you know what I'm
names.
saying?
Every
I'm
name
like,
that Snoop
man.
Dogg has said in the album, it was
Yeah,
all
yeah.
those combined. That's what she had.
I like my thing is that she still smoke weed because I probably give up weed. I'm like, I'll be
No,
like, man, I'm
my
not fucking with weed.
Hey, my question is she gonna go back to Russia to play ball? Because that's where she make all the money.
Man, please.
But why would you what? Why would you go back?
No,
Why would you look? Hold up.
Wait,
Why would you go in the first place?
why would you
Huh?
not?
It's like, why would you go in the first place?
Why would you not go back? You know how many buckets I would drop on Russia? 150. I would foul they players. I would.
Yeah, you would get a 9-year contract right in the prison. Right? That's what they wanted. They wanted her on the All-Star team. That's why they put her in prison. They're like, you don't want to be on our All-Star team. You are not Russian.
Drop
You know
so
what I'm
many
saying?
those folks. Let me go back over there. Foul ball, intentional fouling. I'm throwing elbows during the
That's
game.
your boy Taco. Did your boy Taco go play in like Japan somewhere?
Yeah.
Taco will play in Japan.
Taco fall balling. What's the name?
Yeah.
Dwight Howard over there beating up on the Filipinos
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
Averaging triple doubles, hitting threes.
Like I think he got like 10 triple doubles.
You over there hooping.
D White
You know what I
over
mean?
there scored 150,000.
This girl right here talking about my still I got my car. Why she look, first of all,
You get that?
on this show?
Did you get that? Did you get that? She sent you that medicine?
I missed it. I didn't get it. It's a werewolf sweat or something. I don't know.
Well, I mean, yo, this is
Hey,
yeah.
Isn't she an employee of this show?
Look, we rotate, man. You know, Clexion took the spot this time. That's what I'm saying. Clexion came on. He got the spot.
We got 9 slots today.
We ain't want to get too crowded. But yeah, so with
moving on. What's next?
we gonna keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? Welcome back once again, Brittney, to the wonderful United States. And for everybody out there, man, for Paul, Waylon, man, keep grinding. And Merchant of Death, I hope that you actually not live that long. It's just one of those things. Hey, that's how it goes. All right. Well, we gonna keep it pushing. All right, now this dude's back again.
Oh my God.
Just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit. Not too much.
Hey, we need a theme song as the Yay.
Yeah, we do need a theme song. As the Yay Turns is back once again. He is still a college dropout because the honorary degree from the School of Art Institute of Chicago said, give me that degree back. So you don't get that honorary. So now back to college dropout. We got Kanye West. His clothing reportedly owes California over $600,000 unpaid taxes. He's also getting sued for over $100,000 for unpaid photography bill. You can't cover the photography bill, man. Kanye West, he's been condemned by SAG. What he acted in, I don't know. But they said, I don't like you because you said anti-Semitic comments. And also, y'all bumping that new Ye. He got some new music he put out on a freaking Alex Jones called "Someday We'll All Be Free." So I'm just wondering if anybody
fired though. Why you playing?
Anybody heard that somewhere out there? Have y'all heard that at all?
I mean, he released it when he first made those comments. So no.
Yeah. I haven't heard that. So I don't know what's going on with Ye the majesty that is Kanye West. He's a special human being, and hopefully I don't find any more news next week about this dude. So
that's Aaliyah's cousin. She better get
Mr. Brown, man. What do you think about this whole calamity of the Kanye Westness?
I accept.
I'm
a Kanye.
I accept.
anything Kanye West do, I'm about to make an excuse for it. I'm gonna let you right now. I don't even care what y'all saying at all.
We finally got somebody on here that represents
like,
Kanye besides Aaliyah.
Like Kanye, what he does or do wrong. I'm just a Kanye follower. That's just the way it is.
We're gonna go with it.
Hey, I mean,
give me a chance, because some people just get on here and make a few comments here and there about Kanye. I don't care. I don't care what Kanye did. Kanye got on national TV and said he a Nazi. You know what I said? He might be.
He said, and then he was like, "Turn up." Then he was like, "Let me play that that Kanye jump." You know
That's what I thought.
Leave my cousin alone. Look, I told you.
What's wrong with y'all? Y'all sit there and talk about all mental health patients, but since he's famous, y'all want to talk about him. Kanye a Nazi, and he said,
"See you're nuts."
I'm going with it.
You probably see dead people.
What is to be a Nazi? Like, I start wondering after Kanye did it.
I mean, look, Matt. Now, do you apply this to all your all peoples out there? You know what I'm saying? Like, I accidentally, you know what I'm saying? I had my playlist, my romantic playlist, and I forgot to delete them R. Kelly joints, and they came on, and it made my daggone back. I was like, it just felt gross, and I was like, oh, I got to get these up off of here, man. That feel nasty. So I mean, like, do you roll in that like no matter what?
I got you though. Hold up, I admit it. I listened to some R. Kelly last week. You know what I'm saying? It was on accident. It was that
the new
leg shaking? No.
Oh.
But you see what I did there? You the only one caught it. So I admit that I listened to leg shaking last week. But I don't listen to R. Kelly. So you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. People be like, well, you got separated. No, it is what it is. I got daughters. So you know, I separate.
He did real crimes. I'm sorry. R. Kelly did. Kanye West get grace. He ain't committed an actual crime. R. Kelly committed a crime.
It's still his crime was stupidity. It's a difference. You know what I'm saying? You ever seen Dave Chappelle when Keeping It Real goes wrong?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's pretty much the same situation. It's when Keeping It Real goes wrong. You know what I'm saying? If you lose $1 billion in a week, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You might want to, you know.
I'm gonna say this. I looked at like the stuff that they're doing now. I mean, how much does and this is weird, but how much does an honorary doctorate degree actually weigh? That's just an actual honor from a university. You get what I'm saying? So it doesn't mean that he's smarter. It didn't make him smarter. So they just said, okay, we're taking our honorary degree back. All right, you can have that. First of all, he didn't do anything to earn it anyway. There's no transcript. There's no nothing that says that he actually earned that anyway. It had to do every bit with his dollar figures and his influence as far as that's concerned. So, you know, easy come, easy go where that's concerned. If I earn something, you know, every one of our accolades, every one of our travels, traverses, and struggles that we've gone through, that we earned a particular thing. You can't take that from me. I can't be stripped of something that I actually earned and I actually live up to. You give a person an honorary degree, it doesn't make him smarter. It simply emboldens him to continue doing some of the idiotic stuff that he's already done. So, you know, them taking an honorary degree back is nothing. And then the state of California now suing him because they don't like what he said. You know, those are things. Actually, this week in As the Yay Turns, actually, a lot of that stuff, these people are showing as much ignorance as Kanye because you gave it to him in the first place. What you did not do was research the fact that this dude's been going crazy ever since his mom passed, and his only link to real reality was Miss Donda. When she left, he was gone, and he's been gone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you, and I think it's also an indictment on just the things that those that have money and influence are able to get away with and not have to live up to standards. So the standards only apply if you offend somebody or you don't have money.
What's dude
like that's
taken? What's his name?
Who's that?
Who?
Liam Neeson.
Liam Neeson's? Yeah, Liam Neeson should have been up out of here too.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's only a standard. If like, okay, just like
if you black.
I mean, you're like Barry, no, like I mean,
Yeah.
like Barry Bonds, right? So you got a standard, like you got some people that get in. If they ain't nice to people, you ain't got a good attitude. If you ain't nice to folks, yeah, you could be right. But if you ain't nice to people, it's a way to explain things. You're like, all right, that person's an asshole. So then people don't give that person the benefit of doubt on certain things. It's almost just like it's just social experiment, and everybody likes to give chances to those that feel that they can help them in some sort of way. And then when that person can't help them anymore, they say, "Oh, now there's rules."
Yep.
Called black.
I agree. I think like Pac said, only God can judge me.
I feel it like it's one of those things that's also due to the fact of the limit, and I think that's starting to expand. But previously, the limited ability or the limited amount of personnel, people that can help in the black community. So, if you got a situation where it's like, Jay-Z and them, he trying to buy, be a part of buying an NFL team. Like him maneuvering into the NFL offices, him having those type of relationships, those things are building that ability for him to be able to, hey, if somebody had like with the Kanye deal, he's fallen, but now he's got somebody in a higher tier that can influence.
Let Jay-Z step out of line and say something he don't supposed to say. Yeah,
I mean, it's gonna be always somebody until you got ridiculous money,
butt kicking or something like that. Like if you do something wrong, we're gonna show you what the consequences be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's all.
It's always it is.
It's like slavery. You step out of line from what we believe, we're gonna take everything and give you your lashes. Y'all ain't watching that.
That's like every time okay. There you go. I don't like that being brought, like I don't like the word of slavery being brought into billionaires. That's hard for me to be like, okay, like it's like, yeah, it's wrong. That's difficult. They have issues. They can try to take it away from you. And that's in any aspect. They can try to take those things. But just that word, I can't put that on somebody on a private jet flying around the world and having a great time. I can't do that.
So flip the coin for me. Go back about 15 years when I think his name was the dude that Whoopi Goldberg was with, Ted Danson, when he did the blackface thing. And I mean, at the time, he and Whoopi Goldberg were dating and all that other good stuff. He did blackface thing, danced around, did all this other stuff, and thought it was really, really funny and really cute, right? Well, he got smacked on his hand, and then he went on his way. So he got smacked on his hand, went on his way, and he's still, a superstar as far as the entertainment community. So I mean, I get what you're saying, Taki, as far as that's concerned. I really, really do. But what I'm saying is there is no such thing as right, wrong, or wrong, right? You're either right or you're wrong. And then check out what Dave Chappelle said a couple of weeks back when he did Saturday Night Live in his monologue, right? He was like, okay, listen, Kanye, you actually put yourself out as a power broker in the community and said, well, as a millionaire, I do this. So a millionaire doesn't walk around with his chain out. That was the joke that Dave Chappelle said. A millionaire don't walk around with his chain out.
Billionaire. Yeah, he's a billionaire.
So he's like, I put my chain in, but in a couple of weeks, you say the dumbest stuff in the world. And now he was like, he told Kanye, take your chain out there, so because you back with us at that point. You can't be a power broker and call yourself a power broker and how to shift and shuffle the things that are going on in this world, whether they be injustices or whether they be injustices and truth, or whether they not be, just something that's made up. But then you say something reckless. The whole point behind what Kanye is doing is, he can do what he wants to do, but he's being reckless with it. There's a responsibility that comes with putting yourself out as a power broker. If you're putting yourself out there as a power broker, then whatever it is, then you gotta live up to that. That's the real deal.
I'm gonna be honest with you. since it come to Kanye, I don't care about nothing you just said on this call. I'm gonna let you know all that. When it comes to being I don't care. I don't care. It's Kanye. If it was anybody else, I'd be on your side. You're making 100% sense. You're right. If Kanye wasn't Kanye, if it was somebody else, if The Rock, Dwayne Johnson did this stuff Kanye did, I would say he an idiot. And if anybody did, if Kevin Hart and Barack Obama, it don't matter to me. If anybody else that isn't Kanye get over here and do this stupid stuff, it's gonna be the dumbest thing ever. And I will have so many negative things to say. But since it's Kanye, I'm gonna be like, you know what? He did it. But you got to see the bigger picture. I know what he doing wrong. I know what he doing dumb. But guess what? I don't care.
You just want that next album. That's it.
That's all.
What dude say? What dude said? Juice. I don't care about none Kanye West said to the media. I don't care what he slapped the photographer with, and I don't care about myself either. And the moment I feel like what you said ain't enough about Kanye,
I don't think I would have told nobody that out loud.
Those were inner thoughts. It's like Kanye inner thoughts.
I don't think y'all would have said it out loud in
I'm
front of the whole world.
gonna need you to go find something else in the kitchen to put in your cup. That's
for
what I'm
real,
gonna need.
Yeah, that's the
well, as we can see, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, look, Kanye said, I'm gonna be real with you. Niggas say some dumb ass shit. Like when you lose billions of dollars, you say some dumb shit. Just, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
Who ain't got
go on to the next one.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it is what it is. And I mean,
tell your other employee that I ain't got SARS. Her ass about to come. She about to come to work. You're about to be on the clock. That's what's gonna happen. Yeah.
But so all right, out there, hey, hopefully Kanye does not show back up next week. So you know, right now. Once again, hey, it's out there. But this dude decided to show up. You know what I'm saying? We got R. Kelly dropping new albums. You know what I'm saying? Kanye said, "I'm getting a song." R. Kelly said, "I'll top you." And I'm about to drop an album on here. It's called I Admit It. It got dropped on the streaming sites, and then they was like, pulled that, yanked that real fast, quick in a hurry. It was 13 tracks. He had one that was I guess it got released before. It was a 19-minute title track. It was just talking about all type of things he's admitting. Not necessarily about the crime or anything like that, but just things in life and how he's been treated. But on the DX hip hop website, you can find, they have a snippet where they have one of the songs on there, and you can listen to it and play it and whatnot on their website. So you can check that out. So did any of you guys happen to hear this R. Kelly deal? And you know what I'm saying, Lil Bootsy happened to go in there and was listening to it, and he was talking about that he's the king of R&B, and he was like, man, I don't know why people are going to R. Kelly like this. So you feel like R. Kelly, if he came out with an album, you think that R. Kelly album still going platinum with everything that went on with him?
Yeah, because you got people like Brown down there. I don't care what he did. Yes, it's gonna be
people like Brown. You think I downloaded that when it came out to my iPhone?
The way you said it, yeah.
With me. I don't care if the first track was good. That's my whole. I ain't here.
He don't care if the first track was good.
You said that joint went hard in the paint.
Yeah.
Afro
was it good though?
I didn't listen to the Afro beats. Those tracks too.
I only saw
I love the way you admit stuff without admitting it.
I heard he dropped something and it was completely it was pulled really quick. Which is the weird part is, you know, I'm not listening to any of that. The weird part was that how did he get it dropped? What actually happened? Who actually did that? Who actually, you know, bit that bullet and said, hey, let me drop this whole thing? How did he make a 19 track? You know, how did he do that? How did he do that?
We ain't got nothing better to do.
He has nothing but time. They can do anything in jail. If you watch any of those daggone jail documentaries, man, They can do about anything. So I'm not surprised.
Man? On my last podcast, I did a full interview with a cat that was in prison before I realized he was in prison. I'm not gonna lie to you. So yeah, it can.
I work in I work.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Gucci Mane dropped Trap House 1, Trap House 2, Trap House 3. Snow. Gucci Mane
Can't do anything but leave.
Gucci Mane Santa Claus. Lil Uzi dropped, I don't know, a couple of albums. They was locked up.
Some of the hottest studios in the country is in prison.
How did he drop the album, but with such good quality?
Yeah, that's what.
Like, I didn't hear it, but my thing is, it's just.
I love that. He was like, hold up. Let me put that asterisk on that, boy.
When I, like, there was some expensive beats on expensive. No, because, you know, I got social media. You know how social media be. The Shade Room. I heard it from the Shade Room.
Oh, yeah. That's yeah.
Blame it on the shade.
Yeah, blame it on the Shade Room. World Star. World Star in the Shade Room.
They made you see it.
Shade Room. Yeah. Baller Alert. I know they had.
Hey, didn't R. Kelly have a song before called I Admit It?
That's what it was.
Right,
that's the 19-minute track, and then he had all these other songs that they they don't know how they all got out. So yeah, maybe there was old songs, maybe there was new songs. I have no clue. But he did drop an album from jail. That's all we know.
It was a good publicity stunt, no matter what.
It was. But if he dropped Trapped in a Closet. In prison?
Ooh.
Dude, you know what? That would be gross. I'd be like, I was in the other cell and dude.
No, because you know guards, go get some of the guards from the be part of it.
Look. That's somebody you work with right there. Look.
Impeccable. Impeccable.
Man, that sound quality. Oh, she listens to the album.
Yeah.
I didn't. So I can't say unfacts. I'm like, it's facts that it had to. Whatever. Like, if she heard it. You know what I'm saying?
Did somebody say that he was a possibility he might get off?
Possibility.
I doubt it. I don't.
I know that there was some. I know there was some leaking somewhere, like in the last couple of weeks. That was somebody was saying, "Oh, R. Kelly's going home, this, that, and the other." And then there were quite a few people that came out. You know, like Breakfast Club was like, "No, I don't believe that he did not come home." You know, that's that kind of thing. There were just some folks that were leaking stuff on the internet that R. Kelly was on his way home, this, that, and the third. So
look, I read
the hottest album for 2022. R. Kelly, Bill Cosby, Kanye West.
Featuring Kanye West.
Let's get
the boards.
Let's get it. We're gonna call it chocolate pudding. Chocolate pudding.
Young Thug and Gunner in the back.
Don't drink that. Don't drink that.
College dropout again.
In the same category as those. Right. I ain't go to jail.
That's solitary. It got those good vaulted ceilings in there. You know what I'm saying? It got that nice sound quality in solitary. Doing it up. So we gonna keep it pushing, you know what I'm saying? R. Kelly, you know, hey, do what you gotta do, man. Survive out there, player. We need to protect these women, please. Bill Cosby out here got some more ladies trying to come at him, 5 more women with the sexual assault. And then we got Tory Lanez out here, got some new charges on the Meg Thee Stallion situation after the other ones got dropped. So all they did was flip it and say, oh, we dropping these, but now we about to bring you with some new ones. So what's the deal? You think Billy Pudding Pop is going back to jail?
No, he's trying to pay some money.
Yeah, he got to pay some money. He didn't want to pay last time. He thought it was sweet. He thought it was that was like, oh, you don't want to pay. Hey, but I
give you a year's supply of pudding pops if you can.
Yeah. Because like if he did all what they said he did, he'd be in jail like R. Kelly right now. Ain't no way. Nah, I ain't gonna hear that.
You off in the closet?
He was in jail, and then he just got better lawyers than R. Kelly because they found that Lou Pizzo, and he was like, I'm out.
But
Yeah.
you know, way back in the day, wasn't it said? Now I don't want to pull this out there, and it's incorrect. But wasn't it said that there was some admittance that way back in the day he said, yeah, well, you know, they were coming over, and you know, I was putting something in their drink, but it wasn't that they didn't know about it. Kind of situations like we did this stuff together, and then now they're saying that they got drugged. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he blamed it on the 60s. He was like, hey, it was the 60s, y'all. We was all doing drugs and things of that nature, and I just put it in a drink, and they was over the crib anyway. But we've learned that's not consent.
It's
so
not
you know what I'm saying? Like that's just not it. So that's not a good statement to put out there.
That was a wild era. Disco. Everybody was on crack, heroin.
Yeah. Heroin, all kinds of
LSD, PCP.
Yeah,
they was on everything. You know what I mean?
That what it's called?
That was the least drug. They were on drugs back then.
Yeah, drugs.
Prayers to the family of everybody. Though.
I said prayers to the families.
Prayers to them years. Man, racism, everything going. They was drugs.
Yeah, that's saying white women waking up with a dick in their mouth. Wait a minute.
Whoa!
I said I want a pudding pop.
And I'm
gonna let you, for the listeners out there. Not Taki.
That was a regime. I'm just saying that was
for the listeners. A regime.
It happened on his own.
Hey.
All right, enough with the pudding pops. Hey, what about Tory Lanez situation, man? Is Tory Lanez gonna ever go to jail for shooting?
He innocent. He didn't shoot nobody.
Who shot him? You got some inside information?
No, I'm just saying. All right, Pete. I'm gonna pull up to one of y'all houses, y'all, and I want to. If y'all hit one bone. Now, like we're gonna sit together in the car. Y'all gonna shoot me in the foot, and I'm gonna let. Guess what though? Guess who ain't gonna walk for this year? Right now,
man. I don't know. It could be true.
So if the situation, so then who and what happened? That's the story then, because it's like, hey, if that's not really what went down, what is the story? That's what I want to know now, because I mean, you just get shot in the foot or something.
How fast you think you'll be in jail for shooting me in the foot?
Probably pretty fast.
Depends how much money you got.
Pretty fast. That's kind of fast.
First of all, forgive me, everybody that will be listening to this. Don't shoot Meg, please.
At all, please.
Just leave Megan alone.
Yeah. Her name Meg the Stallion for a reason.
Please leave the stallion alone.
Leave Tory Lanez. How about that, man? What's up with male unity? How about that?
Hold up. Pause the whole.
On the phone, Panda Bear. Panda. Drop the
Kanye and Tory, I don't know.
Oh man.
That man a panda. He went straight to protect the women at all. Cause he a panda. I'm sick of that.
Hey, I'm very much I'm selective. I'm selective in my friendships. So you know what I'm saying? I'm not out there just down with any dudes that just be out there. You got folks out there slapping people and everything. I'm supposed to ride with them? Nah. Yeah. I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what it is.
Since we pulling the panda hat out. Let me get my panda hat on too, man. How many black males have been wrongfully convicted by today's society and incarcerated for crimes they didn't commit just because of their males? And if the roles were reversed, they would be free. So how dare we convict this black man without enough judicial evidence to put them away? All right, cool. My bad. Anyways, I'm just saying, my dog ain't.
So my only question is like, so then why hasn't the person been fixed? I mean, been caught who actually did this crime, unless Meg Thee Stallion did it to herself.
Whoa.
Got us having a picture.
So who did?
I don't know. Tory Lanez was there. We know that.
So
we know her friend was there. We know that Megan Thee Stallion was there. So somebody know.
That ain't her friend no more. Remember they fell out.
Oh
yeah.
So somebody know though.
Why don't nobody know nothing? I
don't know.
If my best friend
snitches. That's why.
Yeah, and
Already got
now,
shot in the foot.
now y'all getting ready to since we putting on hats. I'm not gonna reach over there and get my imaginary one, Tati. Let me not do that. But what I'm saying is, so let's look at this whole counselor situation. This whole, like you said, snitches get stitches. Nobody's saying nothing. Nobody's saying anything about anything. Here's the problem that we have. We don't, in this particular case, who's actually looking for the real criminal in this aspect, right? If I'm not saying who did what, then how do I know to go at the real guilty party? And then when we start fussing at, not saying that we don't have injustices as far as in the black community, as far as inequalities, as far as being prosecuted or not prosecuted based on the color of my skin. However, we got all of that going on. If somebody doesn't tell somebody who the body was that did it to her body, how do we answer?
Who said I was anti-snitching? Get that thug off the streets.
No, right I'm not saying that you. What I'm saying though is the question that was asked in this circle was, well, who did it? Who said this? Who said that? Come on, man. Somebody got to say something.
Yeah, somebody has to say something. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. There's only people. There's human beings in the vehicle. Somebody knows what happened.
Who got make style has been told on already. Is that which one of y'all shot my baby mama? This is bullshit. I'm telling everybody.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you this: the history of this whole snitching thing, and I'm off the meat rack right now. This whole snitching thing came with, if you and I do something that's incorrect, I get caught, and I'm dead. I'm getting caught dead to right. Why would I go back and tell on you when I got caught dead to right? Just in order to reduce my sentence. I'm not going to go back and tell on you when I got caught dead to right. The way that this was switched by the streets was that I ain't saying nothing to nobody. I'm going to make you do your job where that's concerned. That's garbage. When I say that's garbage, why would I take a ride for you? Rajeen, we've been boys forever. If you shoot Megan Thee Stallion in the foot, I'm providing the video. I'm going to say Rajeen did it. And that's because I'm not riding for you. I'm not taking that ride for you. I'm not getting ready to sit down, lay down. I'm not trusting that you're going to keep it real for me and watch out for my family till I get out. I didn't do it. I'm not going. I'm sorry.
Just giving up information. You tell for fun.
I'm not telling for fun. I'm telling for
you ain't gonna be around it.
Remember, I'm telling you, I'm going on biblical principle. The truth is the truth. You understand what I'm saying?
Wait.
And ye shall know the truth, and the truth should
First
make
of all, I see you shoot a couple people.
The rapper is.
I ain't get caught, neither did you. Shh. Know what I'm saying?
Wait, no.
Situations before. Don't try to act like we ain't been in situations before.
I'm sorry.
If he did do it, lock him up. If he did do it, you feel me? Look, I'm not anti, but the truth.
Come on now, don't do that.
The truth is also based on truth. His truth, my truth, they truth. All our truths is different.
Hold up. Are you saying things? Just you are the social media guy. You that one dude that be typing just like, ooh, let me find somebody saying something and let me go. Because I was like, there's no way. There's 8 truths. There's not multiple truths.
There's absolutely not. Your truth, my truth. Nah,
there's not that many truths
for you to give.
There's perspectives. There's different perspectives. Yeah, but I feel like people have put the word truth in the perspective. Yeah, like, hey, you're sitting across from me. That's a different perspective of the same act that I did, and you could have saw it as a different perspective, but that's not a different truth. That's what it is. It's different perspective. Truth. They're using the truth to say that it is hard concrete. Like, nah, that ain't it. There's different perspectives.
I heard a famous poet once say, "We all got problems. We all got problems. We are liars. Guess who's going to jail tonight? Yeah. Those Kanye. Those Kanye went. We are.
Or guess who's not gonna be able to go to Burger King tonight? Kanye, because he lost all his money. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is this: let's switch this narrative, okay? Since there's relative truth, how often do we vote in this country? How often do we vote on I'm getting ready to do it, and you think I'm going there? My point is, how often do we vote in this country on the right of Black people to vote? How often does that come up? How often does that come up? How often does the black people's right to vote come up and is actually re-voted on in this country?
Herschel.
No, I'm talking about Black people.
No, the actual right to vote.
Okay.
Never.
Did you say never? You're wrong. You're wrong. That's voted on. It is not. It is not all of these.
I haven't seen it in any of the ballots that I voted on.
It came up this year on ballot
that I voted on. Was it in Florida?
Okay, but I think
I didn't vote in Florida this year, so it may have been on there.
But what I'm telling you is, it comes up all the time. So some people's truth is that we need to go back and re-vote on whether Black people should have the right, redecide on whether Black people should have the right to vote. It just came up recently where women's right to vote was actually put out there that they don't have to vote on it anymore, right? But before now, some people's truth was that we needed to debate on it and re-vote on that. That was their truth. Was that the truth, or was that their truth?
Slavery used to be a truth.
How about that? Mississippi, has slavery been abolished yet?
No.
Okay, that's their truth. Is that the truth? Bro, Taki, look at me. Go ahead. Let's talk about this right here. I'm talking about when I'm saying the dead truth. We can switch the narrative and say, okay, the Rev is a snitch, this, that, and the other. Okay, you do wrong, and I know about it. I'm not going to jail for you. If they ask me, boom. That's what the deal is. So my point is, truth is not relative. It's either right or wrong. It's either up or down. If you're not taking it, if you're
right or wrong, though. Who are we as people to decide what's right and what's wrong? Everybody,
come on,
worlds.
You knew you should have said that about Mississippi.
Listen, Mississippi is flawed, just like everybody else. Come on now.
And they ran Dion up out of there. God.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the truth. Am I right? That's the truth. That ain't my truth. That's the truth.
I feel like as people, we all try to create a narrative and, of what the truth is. We don't know what the truth is. The Bible was edited from the Old Testament and New Testament. So who are we as men that can just change the rules at any moment we want? We constantly move the goalposts.
So now it's not now additions and we're not additions, editing in one form or another. The actual, who did the Council of Nicaea do this to, and all of that other good stuff. What was actually accepted as the 66 books of the canon that we actually look at. All of the books of the Apocrypha are actually available and they're out there. It does not say that does not exist. It does not say that is not a matter of record. It simply says the 66 books of the canon are here. And most of the people that look at those 66 books of the canon, you can go look at the books of the Apocrypha. You can go look at, they're online. They're out there. It's all over the place. So it's not an editing fact where they threw any fact away or out. Now, when you go to certain, translations of it, when they change words, changing words is something completely different. Changing words is something completely different. There's people who decide to accept certain ideologies or groups, whatever, as far as that's concerned. So they actually change a word and they go, "Nah, that's not what that should have said because that was wrong. We edited that out because." And those additions of the Bible will tell you that we edited that out because that did not fit what this.
Who is they that edited?
I can give you quite a few of them. We'll be on here forever. We'll be on here forever.
How we go from shooting Megan Thee Stallion in the foot to talk about Nick Cannon in the Bible?
Well, you know, I'm saying about Nick Cannon.
Nick Cannon. Hey, look, I like Nick Cannon just like the next man. He good dude. But let's move on because we about to get deep.
About to get crazy out here.
Yeah, we went from shooting Megan Thee Stallion in the foot.
That's really what you call good podcasting for real. Look at the transition we doing. Yeah.
Getting it popping out here.
I know my dog. He about to go. My dog about to go in right now.
What? What are the pods?
Thank y'all for bringing me back. I was going.
Here we go. Here we go.
Hey,
watch me bring it back 360.
We about to get canceled.
Wait, hear me out though. Tory Lanez's daddy is a pastor. All I'm saying is
Pastor shoot people in the foot. I've seen Clayton shoot 3 people already.
Whoa. Whoa.
Listen, I don't know which Clayton he's talking about.
Oh, he said, hold up, we got to do that again. He said, all things said on the podcast.
I'm just saying.
It is the opinions and the jokes that are done by the Make Ketchup podcast. And
Yeah.
Enjoy it and have a great day.
We just podcast and we don't mean none of this.
Yeah,
we out here casting. We out here casting. So the best of the rest, we're going to keep it moving on this news. So we got the best of the rest out here. We got Diddy still having kids. He's trying to catch up with Nick Cannon. We got Rush Hour 4 possibly. I don't know. We got Drake. Is he the greatest of all time because he passed Eminem when he didn't have real streaming for his albums? I don't know. Also, we got Taylor Gang is the first record label to do NILs for college football players. Missy Elliott got a non-relative or non-really existent degree again, but she got this one from Norfolk State. As the right reverend has said, they mean nothing. So you ain't smarty, mister. You ain't smarter.
Hey,
you ain't smarter, Missy Elliott.
Listen,
I love her. I love her. I'm a friend. I think she is smarter because she got it. But the right reverend said, "Hail to the no." So and then we got Irv Gotti out here. He said, "Cash Money, greatest hip hop label ever," and no one's even close. Man. So, we got a few things out there. You know what I'm saying? It seems as if Irv Gotti got a little spark in there. So, do you think Cash Money is the greatest hip hop label ever?
No.
All right. So like now I'm one thing that made me think about this, right? So I'm going like, how do we break this down? Because we go Def Jam. Def Jam did have Rockefeller Records and all those subsidiaries. So you have to go through and look at all the subsidiaries under under Def Jam.
Def Jam, yeah.
Cash Money had one other. That's it. You got Young Money and that's it, right? So Young Money, which is freaking Nicki Minaj, Drake, and
Tiger.
Lil Wayne.
Who else?
Gunna, Lil Wayne, Tiger.
And Wayne, right?
Yeah.
Tiger. All right. So like I feel like Def Jam could have more just because of the amount of other labels that was underneath it.
Does that include Aftermath?
Aftermath is under Priority. We could go Priority because they had like Ice Cube's run. They had a nice run. You had Aftermath, which you had Shady. You got 50 in them. Yeah, that was a lot. So, I mean, do you feel like that's an accurate statement, Raj? Do you think that's an accurate statement that Cash Money, greatest hip hop label ever?
No, I mean they're up there, but I don't think they're the greatest ever. I wouldn't say they're the greatest ever. Like I said, because you do got young was it Cash Money? You know what I'm saying? Cash Money, who holds, a couple of the, hottest artists still. They got the hottest female artists. They got Drake. You got Lil Wayne. So I don't know. It's hard to decide. I don't know if they talking about dividends. I don't know if they talking about plaques. I don't know what they talking about. So I don't know.
Well, what do you think, Brown? Do you think that it would be Cash Money? I mean, I know you a Kanye stan, so I mean you got to go hard in the paint for Rockefeller.
So what's the name of it? Not Cash Money. Dang, Pusha T took it over. It was Pusha T, Big Shot. What was that called?
Oh, you talking about Good Music?
Good Music, honestly.
Yeah, but that's underneath. That's also underneath Rockefeller, right?
Our best record labels ever is Cash Money Nowhere. If you especially talking about clean, like yes, they got 3 good artists and stuff like that. But if we go back to the Def Jam era,
that's what I'm saying.
We got LL Cool J, one of the greatest rappers that ever exist. He was Drake before Drake. I'm just saying.
And yeah, you got you had who else was on Def Jam? You had Redman was on Def Jam. You got, I mean, there was a lot of cats that was on Def.
When Wu-Tang was on Def Jam too.
Wu-Tang themselves wasn't. It was individual. So you had I think Redman, Method Man was on there.
Yep, they was on Def Jam. Had a Joe Budden. I like Joe Budden. Def Jam.
Are we forgetting about Def Jam South because that come out of Def Jam?
Yep. Right? So you got Luda,
pretty much. So I mean, you
Luda
know,
Chris was on there. You got Jeezy.
Hey, so
face.
Yeah, like I mean, that was cats, man.
And
like
Def Jam had a nasty run.
And if you look,
he was on there too, right?
Who?
Memphis Bleak.
Yeah.
I mean, he was on Rockefeller, so
but
that was underneath. That's what I'm saying. Like, if we're counting, like if we go Def Jam, that means that's that whole roster of, and then whoever had other labels underneath, they were signing with Def Jam to be this distribution. And you look at Cash Money, and it's just Cash Money and Young Money, and that's it.
But if we're talking about, okay, let's put them up against smaller record labels. Like, let's put Birdman up against QC, and we can put them up against like Master P and stuff like that. We can put Bear up against Master P, QC. Who else can we put them up against? That's really about it. They can be in that small category. Everybody.
If you're talking about, it's again like Rajim said, what are your benchmarks? Because if you put Cash Money up against No Limit, the top money getters, No Limit was the money getters, right? Because nobody did it as far as getting money like Master P. He showed everybody how to own whatever they did. So everything he did was pure profit, and everything that came up under him did that. Now, you know, granted, everybody on No Limit decided that they wanted to go to jail, but
things decide they want to go to jail. I mean,
well, you know, but you got, and I feel like Irv is reaching another level of trying to become relevant again. I think he's making statements to try to get himself back out there. That's really, I pay no attention to him saying that, because
just like the Ashanti stuff where he was out there wilding out.
Mm-hmm. Can I get to the game?
Yeah, exactly. He's broke and mad.
I don't think he broke. I think he just won. You know, social equity. I believe he's broke. He's broke in social equity, not wealth.
Have you seen Ashanti lately?
I seen it. I said social.
She doing all right, man. I think she's moved past Irv significantly.
Yeah,
and I know Nelly is like, damn.
Irv,
so you know what I mean?
You never looked that right.
He's I'd be scared, but I'd go home and die if I did something like that. That boy is wild. That's some wild stuff.
Can I get to the game?
I was with my wife. Man, wait, what? Hold on, Irv.
Yeah.
Baby.
Yeah, he out there wilding out a little bit. So, you know, I think it's quite interesting. Like, even with the Drake situation, like, do you consider, you know what I'm saying? Do you consider Drake the greatest rapper ever?
No.
Wait, whoa. Moving the goalpost. Y'all just had Drake against Eminem. That was it.
Well, I'm just saying because of the just because of the RIAA, you know what I'm saying? Everybody has these, you know, it's no different than the Russian title. Like somebody get the Russian title and they go like Emmitt Smith, the greatest rusher of all time, and then most people will be like, yeah, but Barry Sanders though. Okay. And you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's one of those things. I'm just looking, hey, what do y'all feel? Do y'all feel like is he even in the conversation, or is he just a great songwriter? No, is he a great songwriter at the perfect time?
A writer. Hold on now, buddy.
Well, song performer then. Song performer at the perfect time.
He's a great marketer.
So he's the best artist, the best artist and marketer of this particular time, where you can touch a lot of people quickly.
No,
Well, if you got a machine behind you like Drake, then it's different. If we're talking about who's top lyrical artists, I listen to New York artists. You get what I'm saying? So I like West Side Gun, the whole Griselda, Benny the Butcher, Conway. My favorite rapper is Pusha T. You get what I'm saying? We just talking lyrics. I like Pusha T. Who else? Who else I vibe out to? I like, those type of. I'm a boom bap.
I like Ransom. Ransom's hard. Yeah. I like him. Yes, there's a lot of artists out there that got real lyricism and trying to make you think a little bit compared to. I mean, Drake is he's the new age LL Cool J, man.
Yeah,
he's the new age LL, man. All he need to do is just keep licking his lips, and he would be like LL at that time. Like that's it. Because it was like it's all about those songs, man. It's all about, you know what I'm saying, backseat of my Jeep. It's all about Round Away Girl. Like that's all Drake is doing is he's giving you those hits over and over and over again. You know what I'm saying?
That boy Pusha cleaned him up. He tried to go lyrically against Pusha. You know better. You leave that man. That man dissed McDonald's. He do not care. You think Pusha T care? That man, he don't care. That boy nasty with it. Don't get me, I like Meek too. Meek. I like Meek. Meek nice.
Yeah, Meek's nice, but he just nice. He wasn't good. He wasn't good at the media game. He wasn't ready for that. He wasn't ready for that.
He even said on time that boy was doped out.
I don't know. For me, man, right now, I like Lil Baby. Lil Baby, he changed the game too for the young cats. You know what I'm saying? And like if you like before, I was like, man, I don't really like these young cats, but if it is a young cat I listen to, it'd be Lil Baby. I don't really like all these cats with all the letters in their name, NBA, CBL, all them cats, whatever. But like I said, I will say Lil Baby to me, I'll say top 3 new cats is Lil Baby.
I know Clexton gonna say Kurt Franklin. I know. For those of you who think gospel music got too radical. Stop.
Man, look,
I got too rap.
You know what?
Something else for you. Woo! Are you ready for a revolution? Woo! That's why Kurt Franklin. He like Kurt Franklin versus Drake. Come on. Really though, Kurt Franklin was he got something else. Classic though. Drake ain't got a classic that go as long as Kurt Franklin. I tell you that much right now.
At all.
Hey, I mean, Stomp go hard, man, and he got some choir boys that be getting busy.
Stomp is really the dreams and nightmares, like Meek Mill. That's the gospel dream and nightmare.
It sure is.
It is the gospel dream and nightmare.
Hold on, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was.
Yeah. Once they hear that Stomp, are you ready for a revolution? Woo, woo.
Hey, look.
When it club.
About you don't know down there. He
hey, when Stomp played in the club, I said, "Wow." I was just like, "What?" That was more than Jesus Walks. You like Jesus Walks? You was like, "All right, that's like hip hop." You heard Stomp. You was like, "It's a choir." Like you got a choir in the back. My man is directing. That's the whole thing. Like you like, no, this is church.
I'm gonna hit you with one of these. Since you gonna send me there, I'm gonna tell you that a man that can stand in the paint with any of these cats that you're talking about, a gentleman by the name of Lecrae.
Lecrae, of course.
Bad boy.
Oh yeah, Lecrae is literally Christian trap music.
I like Molly. What's his name? Molly Music. Whatever his name is, that dude that sing.
Molly Music, same group of people. Molly Music is great, but check out Lecrae. If you hadn't heard Lecrae, I need you to go listen to him.
Yeah, Lecrae's nice. Lecrae's nice.
Yeah, Lecrae is nice. He was on the Cypher some years back on
BYOB. Oh yeah. And stood up too.
What she said, but ain't he going to this?
I don't know. I hadn't heard that. I didn't. A lot of people felt like he was, but I don't know. He said that he never would. So if he is now, that's completely different. I don't have.
What does that?
Get that money, man.
What does that mean? Going to the secular. What is that?
To the civilians outside of the Christian, landscape. I guess he coming out to the regular folk. You know what I'm saying? The unsaved.
He about to be a gangster Christian rapper. I like the new trend where like,
but he hot though.
There's another guy locally that he's a local dude, but if you have never heard of Senile Frozen Child, who was actually signed to Cash Money years ago, went to prison, and then he went and started doing Christian music. Senile is a bad boy too.
You know who we don't speak about? Currency. That Currency at Wiz era with Don Tripp and Star, that was a nice era right there. I just want to put that out there. Currency, that Jet Life to the Next Life era was crazy.
Yeah, it was nice. It was nice. We gonna keep it pushing. Everybody got they say out here. Drake is he making it. He's taking advantage of the time frame he in, just like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? LeBron and all those other folks. You know what I'm saying? Take advantage of where you at. You know what I'm saying? Be the best with where you at. Be the best where you at. You know what I'm saying? Doing your thing.
Why LeBron stray though? Why LeBron catch that stray for no reason? You know, like LeBron, why he catch a stray?
No, I'm just saying, be the best where you at. Don't worry about anything else. Be the best where you at. You know what I mean? That's all you can do. And let everybody else judge. That's all. That's all. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
What you do?
But we gonna keep it pushing, man. We moving on to the music of the week right now. That was kind of limited in the stuff that was out there. So we got, here's the little list. That French Montana thing didn't even show up. I was looking for it, couldn't find it. That Mount Westmore did show up. It was nice. Shay Eat did see that. SZA, listen to that joint, and A Boogie with the hoodie did listen to that as well. But my spotlight for the week was Mount Westmore. It was just good to listen to, and it was nice to hear some actually decisive regional West Coastness. That's one thing that I miss about hip hop right now is that there's no like separation of sides. Everything sounds about the same. It's all gonna be trappy and whatnot, unless you have to super dig. But old school dudes, Snoop, Cube, 40, Short, gave you 16 tracks. Had about 5 songs that I would throw in there, just like I was riding in a 6'4" with some hydraulics on it. It was good banger. So you had Motto, Ghetto, Gutter, Have a Nice Day, Do My Best, and Big Subwoofer with those songs that they had out there. So check out Mount Westmore if you're missing some old like West Coast, freaking Zappin' Roger samples and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Check that out. There was also, I think, Gucci put out an album that's like 80 tracks or something like that. Like it's like 4 days long. I was skipping through some of the stuff. It's a whole bunch of stuff that was out there. So you can check that out as well. So a lot of those albums were pretty decent. That SZA, really good. If you want to have a slow dance with the wife, significant others out there and do your thing, that SZA album was good as well. So that is our mid-catch-up spotlight for this week. And thank you. All right, now we moving on to our interview. We got my man out here, Mr. Brown, aka Mr. Stan for Kanye. Kanye's publicist is out here. So we got so I know that you have had a background doing poetry and things of that nature. What really got you into that poetry mode? Where you like did you do any type of music and things like that before? What really got you into the poetry lane?
Depression.
Can you elaborate? Really? All right. Cool. Woo.
Yeah.
I give you.
All right.
Hey, look, this podcast this year, I'm taking us to the next.
You're like, Clexton, hold up, man. You got what you doing to us? Nah.
Depression. We know.
What made you want to do poetry? Depression. Next question.
Yeah. We got that part. We own to.
Okay. Y'all laughing at my pain. Boy, I hate this podcast. Hey, not one of y'all asked, oh man, you okay now? How you doing? Y'all just laughed at me.
I was literally sending you a text. I was like, hey, bro, you fine?
Funny you say it, because as soon as we asked you a question, yo, you just bust out laughing, so we figured you was good.
He said laughter covers his
Laughing
pain.
my
That's what
pain.
it was. Right?
Kevin Hart.
You okay? But nah, what made me want to start doing poetry, it was fun. I used to just do it. It did get dark fast. But nah, what I'm about to say, I think what made me start doing poetry, it was fun. Like, it was just something to get my mind off doing stuff. But a lot of my poems did start off dark because I really wanted to be a rapper at first. I'm not going to lie to you. But I realized I didn't have the voice to be a rapper. And I was like, okay, what can I do? Oh, wait, I'm an artist at heart. You know, I went to school for theater. I did acting and stuff. So poetry kind of just came second nature, where I would just write stuff down about how I'm feeling about the day. And, you know, it really helped me get through a lot of stuff. And after a while, people started hitting me up to perform places. And I was like, okay, this is a vibe. But I think what I hate the most about getting into poetry and getting good at it, it took away the free space for me doing poetry. It became less fun and more just another job again. I was like, all right, okay, this kind of sucks. I keep doing it because I get paid here and there. So yeah, but still.
That the poetry made you depressed.
You said what?
I said the poetry made you depressed.
I keep trying to say that, but y'all laugh first, so now I'm trying to come up with. You see, I'm stuttering up on my answers now. I'm coming up with, when a baby was born, poetry was in them. Wait, what?
What? We blaming you, Clay.
So all right, so Mr. Brown, with that, you said that depression and you wanted to be a rapper first. Like, how far did you get down that rabbit hole of, when you said you didn't have the voice? Like, how did you find out, oh, I ain't got the voice? Did someone, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, were you on the way to, getting a contract or performing or something, and it just wasn't there?
And I got in the studio and they played my voice back.
He said it was on the first replay, and you was like, mm-mm.
Yeah, I sound. Y'all ain't got no reverb added to that or nothing. This is how I sound. Stop, defeat that.
He said, I don't even want to listen to my own self. He was like, forget that, man.
It was so bad. I got it. Yeah. My ain't even hit like everybody else. My voice cracking. Hey, y'all delete that. Y'all can't add no bass to it. No, we did, bro.
He said the bass all the way up. Like, you can't do nothing else, man.
My rhymes, they really hit the same. I tried to rap about gangster stuff growing up, but I listened to rock music, so it was all left.
Yeah, you can't. You can't gangster rap and sound like Mickey Mouse.
That's what I'm saying. When my chop, but when they talk about choppers, I grew up listening to Green Day 21 Guns, so our choppers hit different.
And that's my song too. While you playing?
Yeah, 21 Guns, but they over there talking. Sliding. I was like, oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. Our ops are completely different. You know what I mean? I didn't have ops growing up. That's kind of what messed up my rap career too. I didn't have ops.
Yeah,
so you didn't have a real thug shit going on to write about.
No, like, don't get me wrong. I was always one of them people that was around it, but I wasn't in it. Like, I was around it, you know what I'm saying? Hot-headed and all that, but I wasn't invested enough in it to like put my lyrics out there. You know what I'm saying? I never sold any drugs. I never did any of the gangster stuff that make me a rapper. You know, my friends, they had getting there. Just kicked in the dough last week. I was like, ooh, he going off. He going off. He got like 4 consecutive years.
He said that put him in the pen. He was like, oh,
free
you put a claim. Like, I'm telling on everybody.
Right.
You gotta pick one.
Hey, what's wrong with you? You ain't got to snitch.
Yeah, what now? I'm just asking.
That man Charleston White.
He said Charleston White. Everybody.
Poetry smooth though. It gets you in all type of doors. It is really fun, and you can. The thing about poetry, once you get good at it, people know you're really good, and you add my popularity attached to my poetry. Even if I do bad, I still do good.
That's how it's supposed to be.
That's the perks about being cool. I ain't got to be good at nothing. I just get hyped for my poetry. Wow, man, your poetry is fire. I go home, my fiance be like, "This is the worst thing I ever heard you ever perform in my life." It don't matter. I'm cool though. I'm cool. So yeah,
that's like that was like Drake's last solo album. People was like, it just was out, and people were like, "That's trash," but he's still Drake.
You know what's crazy about what he just said? He just joked about it a little while ago. He talking about a child was born and poetry was in him. That's the very definition of a child was born and poetry was in him. So I need you to shut that down, young man. That's exactly what the deal is. If it's in you, I mean, the bad stuff that you think is bad and everybody's digging it. Hey,
Claxton, what are you even talking about?
I'm talking about. No, you saying that what you said is if it's bad and it's still good to everybody else, it's in you. You can't and that's not what your gifting is. Period.
Yeah, and that's the thing. So, as a poet myself, it's something that's in you. You know, as a writer, you know, everybody just can't go pick up a pen and write poetry. You know what I'm saying? It's a part of you. You know, when I was in Iraq, I used to write poetry or whatever, and I would write for fun. You know what I'm saying? And somebody say, "Hey man, teach me how to write poetry," and I literally had to explain to this guy that you can't be taught how to write poetry. It's either in you or it's not.
Everything can be.
Tell the difference between somebody who writes that's not a writer and somebody who has it in them. You know, so you can put words together to rhyme. Roses are red, violets are blue. You know what I'm saying? But that's not poetry.
Hold on. I just did a poem that started off like that recently. I feel like
look, I can say that I was listening to another podcast and it was about they like review bad movies and stuff, but they did a whole thing talking about AIs that are writing scripts. So you can put in information into this AI and it can write a whole script of dialogue for people, which at the same time, you could probably do that with poetry and things of that nature. Probably some of these rappers out here is like, yo, I need like a hard 16 about, you know what I'm saying, such and such projects. And an AI now at this point, because it's a situation where it's like, man, if you can teach a computer to be able to freaking write rhymes, that's, you know, it may not have that same, it is all on how it's delivered, which really gives you the emotion. Mm-hmm. But if you can teach a computer to write the words, and then you go, if I can perform it, you know what I'm saying? I think that's what's kind of wild and different nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's almost like anything is possible as long as and it comes down just like we talked about with Drake, great performer of what he's given. And it makes it a marketer of the deal. So
speaking of hip hop questions, quick hip hop questions. If Nick Cannon and Joe Budden came out right now, this generation, where you think they'd be at in the music charts? I'm talking about right now, like this generation.
Probably somewhere in the middle, a little higher than.
You talking about same production, or you just talking about them as their voice?
Them like it's the stuff they talked about, like they artists, because Nick Cannon had a bangers. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? I would probably say, due to the fact that there's a lot of depressed artists in hip hop right now, I think Joe Budden, just with some of the stuff that he came out with, he would probably be more successful than Nick Cannon. Just because there is a lot of like that alternative, like emo hip hop. Like Joe would fall in some of his like later albums before he kind of just disappeared. That would be where he would be like that dude. He would be like that Triple X and be like, oh, that's dope. Like people be all up on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So can I like that comment. That's right. There's absolutely the truth. Can I ask a question? Y'all mind if I ask Brother Brown a question? Especially since he's saying that, and I want him to check this out. And this is some stuff that you guys don't know. You just put out a short movie about you and your life. Talk to us about what's your movie about, what it's all about, and it came from where?
All right, so my movie came out from a poem that I wrote called "You Were Loved." You know what I'm saying? So I take a, geez, I need water. Oh, I need water. Jesus, yelling on the camera. But so the film, The short film I put out called You Were Love. It's a romantic film about a guy who basically gets in a relationship and like he busy, but you know how it would be like, I'm gonna make sacrifice for you. I understand that you a busy entrepreneur and all, you know, they say all the good words to make you feel special. You know what I'm saying? Like they understand how busy of a person you are, but as soon as you know what I'm saying, realize how busy you are, then they want to get upset like you never got time for them. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like that. It's like a bunch of them emotions and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I don't want to say too much because it'll give away the film, but it's a romantic film of just heartbreak and just showing like the good times and the bad times in relationships. You know, the trailer's out now. I don't know if y'all got me on social media platforms. It's on Instagram, it's Taki, TAKI_Brown. And on Facebook, it's TA_KI, last name Brown, Taki Brown on, you know, both platforms. But yeah. Just like, you know, kind of like a question, like what you were saying too, though. You know, I'm backpedaling, kind of going all over the place. I feel like to write a good poem, especially for me, it puts me in a depressed state for at least a day and a half. I'm gonna be completely honest with you, because you got to put yourself in the mood. You got to put yourself in the mood in order to write poetry. You get what I'm saying? Like right now, my life fly, so I really ain't been having a reason to write a lot of poetry. Like my life's going good.
Yeah,
So
you in that Drake state, man. You winning all the time. That's why Drake only can write about who he's
I
at.
know, but
watch this whole fly life you talking about. We don't even know you talking about putting yourself in that spot. That's okay, cool. Talk about your fly life. I mean, you got a whole lot of stuff that's going on. You active duty United States Air Force, am I correct?
yeah. Well, you know, never bring that up.
Okay. Well, all right then.
I
Who is Taki Brown, man? Tell him who Taki Brown is.
I think what he's saying is question is like I go through this as well. It's like as a writer, you know, so your influences kind of thin out sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And it's like a lot of times, like even for me, it's like if I feel like I'm not gonna put out a good product, you know what I'm saying? I can't write about love if I'm not in love. You know what I'm saying? I can't write about, you know, certain things. If I'm not a writer, if I'm not a romance writer, then it's hard for me to write about romance, you know, if it's not in me. I guess is what I'm saying.
So I would say, like, let's just be realistic. Like I said, I am winning. I'm gonna get to me winning for real. But you know, since Brother Claxton wanted me to start talking, I don't even know if y'all can see this right here. This me right here. You feel me? Yeah, 40 under 40. You know what I'm saying? One of the top 40 under 40 most influential people in the Emerald Coast area out here. You know,
Nice.
I do a lot of giving back to the community. Over there is somewhere. I got a letter of appreciation from the Board of Education from Okaloosa County. You know, I got that out here. Oh, here you go. I got another little plaque right here. You feel me?
Okay, let's go. Turn up.
Yeah. I got another one out here. I got 2 magazines that I'm in, but I don't know what page that's on. And I also recently became a member of the greatest fraternity on earth, the Phi Beta Fraternity Incorporated. You know what I'm saying? I'm moving. And I also, but I'm also, also giving back a lot to the community. I did something that a lot of people thought was the weirdest, craziest thing ever. And I'm going to tell you because it sounds crazy. And I'm saying so many words attached to this crazy to build up anticipation. Like, oh my God, what are you going to say? What do you do that was so crazy? But I threw a homeless block party.
That's probably where you would throw it at.
Stupid.
Woo! All right, we gonna let that just simmer in there for a little bit. Let it get some more seasoning. You know what I'm saying? You like when you let that marinate, you put that on. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, that was like
Look, time stop to snap that. 1 hour. Was it 20 hours? 30 seconds?
Yeah. That was perfect.
Yeah, we're gonna time.
Look, hey, that's why he the co-host, man. We be out here. That was perfect, man. God dang.
Man.
All right. Enough for you, man. Huey, man. We ain't gonna Roz. We gotta get back to the we gotta get back on track, man.
Jesus. I remember you can't pray for him because
Yeah, right away.
block party event for the homeless shelter. He said that's what he was hoping at. What is? I didn't even see him there. That was one of the members of the shelter, and that's the problem I have with people like you. You will forget where you came from, homeless man. Now listen. Started from the bottom. Now you here. Relax. Fix the hat all right. You out of hand. Humility on this podcast. We ain't got that, I see.
Woo, my bad, bro.
Over trying to tell you about the homeless block party. You said, girl, she gonna do it. It's an open space. It was actually pretty difficult. Oh, wow.
All right, my bad, bro. Go ahead.
I don't even know. I felt the criteria to be on the podcast, but I just didn't get the memo.
You say I'm on the press bus.
Man,
yeah, that was fire, man. That
blows everything up. I'm just saying, they just
yeah, man. All right, okay. So yeah, all right. It's like, man, you just ended the interview. You messed up. You messed the whole thing up. All right, look, we gonna. Hey, man, we know you be out here doing great. I don't even know what to do right now.
But it can't end like that.
I really wanted to know what the block party was.
Hey, man, look. All right, talk to me, man. Give me the details of how you put together this homeless block party.
Hey, boo boo.
Don't mind that guy over there. Talk to me, man, because that's a big thing for a community that is, under-recognized, and they need support from people in the community. Talk to me.
All right, jeez, that man crazy. All right, so as far as regarding the homeless block party, what it was, I invited some people to come out and cater. So I actually had a caterer company there, catering food. I also had a pizza company. They donated like over 20-some pieces. I got a live band to come out, play the guitar and sing, and I actually got a DJ to come out and stuff like that. So it was a block party, but to get people to come out, because a lot of people come out, they donate their canned goods and they leave. So what do you do to make people stay? The food there wasn't just for the homeless shelter, as far as like the catering, it was for everybody that pull up and everything like that. So it was a sense for, I mixed a networking event with a block party with a canned good drive. I had firefighters there. I had beauty pageant girls. They also showed up. I had the police department arrive. I had different people of just different life status, to the point where race or wealth or nothing else mattered, because it was just a group of people, and no one knew who was homeless. No one knew, who had wealth. No one knew anything. They just knew it was the community coming together as one. And like I said, the DJ kept people, staying, cornhole, the kids playing, churches and stuff came out. So it was a really, really big, successful event, So it's to the point, they reached out to me. They was like, hey, we want to name a day after you and stuff like that, the homeless shelter. So, it was a really good experience. And, a lot of people that lived at the shelter, they was like, yo, thank you. Nothing like this ever happened before. Because now I pitched the idea to people. They was like, that doesn't make sense at all. I was like, no. When was the last time, like people that are, in those certain situations, if they just go to an everyday club, people look at them like they're crazy. You know what I'm saying? We forget they are people too, and they also want to have fun and go out too. Yeah. So, why not bring it to them? So that's what I did. I brought the party scene to the shelter, and everyday people showed up. So just everybody just dancing and having fun. Hey, I was extremely emotional while doing it. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, yes, I'm joking about it on the phone, but just seeing that much unity in one, it was crazy.
Yeah, that's when somebody has an idea and they have a perspective and they want to deliver to everybody, and they have that, that leadership and that drive to be able to go out there and make it happen, and understand that it's always going to be, or their idea is positive and will affect everyone, not just something good for themselves, but it's going to affect everyone and could change mindsets towards a situation or a problem or a group of people. And that is to be applauded always, man. That's big things to be able to get all those people that may have negative connotations about that particular group of people to come out and support that group of people and then not only get a change of attitude by those that participated, but also get the appreciation from the people that you did it for. So man, that's to be applauded. And you know what I'm saying, that's better than, I mean, poetry is fantastic, but doing that, that's one of those things that lives with you forever. And you know that you can really affect people on name to name, face to face. You saw the joy. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you put poetry out and you may not see how it affects somebody down the road, but you got to see that joy of the people that was out there.
I think my whole thing, like I said, I've been a big advocate for giving back to the community for a while. I was a chamber of commerce. I was all the ribbon cuttings for all the new companies that came out. So I highlighted that also. I'm also a mentor at an elementary school. I mentor 2 kids. So I help out with that a lot also. I was part of 100 Black Men for a while. So I did a bunch of mentoring when it come on that aspect. Also, I'm also part of like an advocacy center for abuse. I'm a board member for an advocacy center for kids going through abuse. So it's like, it's a whole like buildup of things that I do to give back to this community, because like I could easily be just a promoter, or I could easily do X, Y, and Z. But if you're not giving back to your community, then what are you doing? I'm not even from here, but the way I operate like I'm from here. I operate like I'm from Pensacola. I operate like I'm from Fort Walton, or et cetera, et cetera. Because, I think a lot of people mix it up and stuff too. Like I said, I wasn't too involved in the street life, but I was around street people. All you got to do is change the verbiage in a lot of this game. Like, oh, that's my OG. Oh, that's the CEO of the company. Oh, that's the kid that gets sent out that sells a drug. Oh, that's the sales and that's the marketing department. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the main dude that's getting into stuff. That's the main dude that's causing the most trouble. He got the worst reputation. Oh, that is our team lead. Oh, that is our lead salesman. Oh, this is the guy that could give you the best training in order for you to grow within an organization. So, if you change the words, then you know what I'm saying, then everything gets fixed. I tell a lot of my peers, like I'm a big marketing guy. I like being on social media marketing, et cetera, et cetera. I explain to a lot of my peers, like, oh my God, now I'm a club from our club. Like, whoa, fix that verbiage. They're like, what do you mean? They're like, well, I throw parties. I said, whoa, fix that verbiage. They'd be like, what do you mean? I'm like, you are an event coordinator. They'd be like, wait, what? I said, that simple change in verbiage just changed exactly what your title is. So therefore, when you're a club or party promoter, they won't frown upon you. The verbiage changes the situation, and once the situation is changed, it changes your social status in life. And once your social status is changed, you become someone who can open more doors for people that are behind you. Because if you can't open a door for somebody then behind you, you're only closing doors. Then what was the point of walking through them in the first place?
I like it.
Hey man, applause, man. That's doing big things, and that's that change that a lot of people don't understand is that yes, they are. It's like a building of a resume. You know what I'm saying? You can put down, hey, I cook food, but all of a sudden you be like, I'm a chef, or you know what I'm saying, I'm a sous chef. And that changes the totally different thing to where you can go with those culinary skills. I'm a culinary expert. You know what I'm saying? Like people may think that they aren't where they should be, but they have the ability with changes of words and also improving their skills that you can just with those words, they're powerful. You can change the perspective and the trajectory of people. So, I mean, that's a great thing that you're putting out there in the community and making sure that people are aware of those things.
If you don't mind me saying something real quick, and also to all the gatekeepers out there, man, stop being trifling gatekeepers, man. Let these people in. It's too many because I'm a gatekeeper myself at a young age, so I know the game. I've been grooming and stuff like that. I'm a gatekeeper. I try my best to bring people in these rooms. Stop being a nasty gatekeeper. I ain't gonna lie, I'm sorry to put this on our community, but our community got it bad with gatekeeping. Boy, we will gatekeep till the gate get rusty, and then we lose our position of power and need them same people we was gatekeeping out to let us back in.
Yeah, we are very much we do treat people wrong. I mean, shoot, you see it, you know what I'm saying? You see it big time on the collection, see it big time in the church. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I was been on the steward board and we need you see that all through, and that kind of translates to, you know what I'm saying, those people that are out there successful and trying to get things done. They feel like they are the only ones that can anoint the next coming of whoever should be. And you know what I'm saying, you got to allow people to grow and continue to open up different avenues for the people that are behind them, like you're doing yourself, man. Like that is a wonderful thing that you're out there doing for the community. community of people that, like you said, you're a transplant and you out here helping people like they're your own right now. You know what I'm saying? And that's great.
It gets hard for me at times. My bad, I don't know how much time we got, but it gets hard for me at times. Being somebody that's like young also, but by me being a gatekeeper and me being around this game so long and soaking up so much knowledge, I never get to use the I'm just 27 years old line. I be wanting to use that bad. I'm just, man, they be like, nah, you know better though. They be like, you in your 20s, but you know better. And I be like, all right, you got it. So that's been my only issue. It be certain stuff I've been wanting to do for years. I be wanting to act out and stuff. I like cracking jokes like this, but a lot of times, you know better.
Yep. Sometimes you got to put the right voice on. You got to put the right attitude on. Just because as you become that gatekeeper, more people are looking for you for guidance, and there's more people out there looking at you to tear you down. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you gotta make sure that you're staying on your P's and Q's almost at all times. You know, if you having that, myself being a military veteran and stuff, it's just like, hey, 24-hour airman, 24-hour soldier, 24-hour, you know what I'm saying, sailor, all that stuff. You know, you're like, hey, I gotta stay on my stuff. Yeah, I want to wild out a little bit, but I'm representing something greater. And in your case, you're representing yourself at a greater state.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And it can't allow that to drop. So, hey, man, you are doing great things out here, and that's why you on the show, man. We really appreciate everything that you're doing out here, doing for your community, doing for Black men, being that example for everybody that's out there, and doing great things. And in your art, just the same. But there's one more thing that we got to do. We always gotta respect your deck, man. So we got 3 questions that we always ask of every interviewer that comes on here, interviewee that comes on our show. We got to ask you, who's your favorite artist? What's your favorite album? And what's your favorite song that you get down to? So, and it's very much that, hey, I'm stuck on an island type of scenario. You know what I mean? So who is that one artist, you know what I'm saying, that was influential to you and that you always go to no matter what? They come out with an album. It may have been 20 years since they did it, but you like, yo, I'm the first one in line to go get that. Who's that artist for you?
Kanye West.
Well, we could have figured that out. Huh? We should have why even ask that? I should have just been like, Kanye West. All right, next one. Okay, so we got that out the way.
Yeah.
So what's that one album that you can put on repeat forever, that if you was out there on the island, or the one album that you taking with you to that island where you go, okay, I can listen to this forever?
It don't have to be with the same artist, don't do it.
It don't have to. No,
okay.
No.
Okay, recently this album I had on repeat is that Burna Boy new album.
Okay, all right, yeah, that one's nice.
Hey, yeah.
That one's nice, man. That's a nice album, dude.
Yeah, new album is what?
That album nice, man.
All right, and what's the last one? What song?
The last one is that one song. Like, we've had people come on here and talk about, that one song for a workout or whatever. But that one song that you was like, man, I could throw that on repeat for a while. And it'd take a long time for it to get on my nerves. You know what I mean?
What's the name of that one song?
Don't know.
Me, Myself, and I by Beyonce.
Okay. All right. Okay. Got you. Okay. I'm feeling that.
Honestly, the song keep on repeating. Chill out. That's not gonna be the narrative y'all leave me with. I'm just at home. Oh, my ladies, if you feel me.
Hey, you said it. Look.
Hey, I was like, you went from Kanye to Beyonce. Like,
hey, look, my man is. He got variety, man. He got variety in his life. You know what I mean?
I'm trying to see.
I was like, what the hell?
Joe Budden though. That's been on repeat. Walk With Me by Joe Budden.
Okay. All right. Walk With Me by Joe Budden. That's good stuff right there. So we got Kanye West. We got, what was the album?
Burna Boy.
Burna Boy's album, which is pretty daggone legit.
Yeah, Burna Boy album.
Yeah. And then we got Walk With Me by Joe Budden. Hey, Joe Budden, come on our podcast and talk to us how you made that song. Hey, that'd be great.
Don't say Beyonce, Me, Myself, and I.
And Beyonce, Me, Myself, and I? That would be the second song?
Hey, my brother said, no judgment, dog. I'm just saying. It's me, myself.
He He said, we need your help. I said, say less, Coach Prime. Say less. He said, look, I need your help because I ain't going to be here long. I said, why? I'm just here to take the podcast to the next level. I say, Trip.
I'm trying to be you. I'm trying to make sure you get your inner Beyonce out.
Hey, man, it's been fantastic having you on the show, man. It's been a great interview, man. And once again, this is a person out here that's doing great things for the community. Go check out his poetry. Go check him out on social media. Please. He's doing great things. Very entertaining young man. And he got a movie that he's filmed coming out. What's the name of the movie again?
She Where Love. Well, that's wrong words. I don't even know my movie. I'm just hyping words. But I'm just She Where Love. I was so wrong and proud. She Where Relax. It's called You Were Loved. It's a romantic. What does rom-com mean? I want to say rom-com so bad, but I don't know what that means.
A romantic comedy.
Yeah. Me, myself, and I. I got to the end.
But it's You Were Loved. Like I said, go to my Instagram, TAKI_Brown. You know, the link will be in the bio, and you'll also see all the awesome things that I got coming up. You know, I got a lot of motivational reels and et cetera, et cetera. Go out to my social media page. I got a link to my Facebook in my bio also. So I enjoy and looking forward to connecting with y'all.
Fantastic. And we just finished with the Respect Your Deck. So we respected his deck just like we do every interviewee that we have come on the show. And we got one more thing to do. We got the top almost 4. It is my week. It's going to be quick, fast, in a hurry. I kind of went on the holiday spirit type situation. I went the top almost 4 Christmas drinks. So we went on the Christmas drink situation. We talked about it last podcast. It was making fun of me because I don't really like eggnog, but that ain't really my thing. So, but now I found some Christmas drinks that I was like, okay, I think they can kind of roll with these. So I had, there's a few out there, and I'm talking about alcoholic beverages. So at number 4, I had Christmas eggnog. So I threw the Christmas eggnog. It's not the worst, but throw a little alcohol in there. And I will put out the recipes for these in below the videos when they get loaded up on YouTube. So we got Christmas eggnog, got a good Moscow Mule. I think that's Moscow Mule is legit. They got Christmas rum punch. So you got kind of like the Jamaican rum punch, but a little Christmas flair to it. So it's got a little more like cranberry-ish berryness to it. And then you have finally a Grand Royal, which I was like, that would be dope. So it's champagne with orange liqueur. And I was like, man, I can see me in a nice ass sweater, you know what I'm saying, around the Christmas tree, drinking some champagne with the orange liqueur in there, having a good little toast and taking pictures with my people, my family, man. So I'm really looking forward to taking these. I feel like those top 4, I had to put the Christmas eggnog in there for those that enjoy eggnog. It would be, like I said, number 4. It's on the bottom of my list. What, Roz? What are your holiday drinks for Christmas they put in there? You like that list? Have you had any of these?
First of all, that's bullshit. So all right. They go, what? So
what, the A Boo Boo? Is that should have made it?
What?
Is that what you're telling me?
What? I have no idea.
The Hey Boo Boo?
What the hell is none of that? Eggnog is the only thing you got. Eggnog. I'm good with the eggnog.
I've had a Moscow Mule. You have rum punch, right?
Nope.
What?
Nope. Hennessy.
Okay. Crown. All right.
Apple Crown. Hey, it's seasonal. Apple Crown on the rocks. That's seasonal. Peppermint schnapps. Hey, what's it called? Peppermint schnapps. What's it called?
Peppermint schnapps.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Back to Hennessy.
But when you can't even say schnapps, that's my next question.
He said you don't even get to say it. Like you don't.
So I will say,
you can't say
one drink that I have been drinking lately. I got the Baileys, right?
Okay.
And I mixed it with the peppermint. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So the Baileys with the peppermint and like chocolate. That's a nice little holiday drink too.
Okay.
But all the rest of them.
All right. So what you got, Reverend? Reverend, you see anything on there that you would add, or have you had any of these?
Holy water on the rocks.
Bless my inside.
I rebuke thee. Taking that
No, you know, I don't see holiday drinks. No. I mean, I'm giving respect to everything that you said. That's okay. Everything that you, I mean, I think what people say holiday drinks, like Regime just said, Hennessy. I guess he put a peppermint stick on the side of his Hennessy. And I don't get what it.
He put whatever the holiday is. Hennessy. He be like, put some pumpkin in it. Then he be like, all right, put a firework in it. Then he be like,
I'm guessing y'all just gonna gift wrap some Belvedere. That's gonna be it.
Dashing through these hoes.
Oh man. So Mr. Brown, talk to me. Have you had any holiday drinks before?
Yeah, I think my biggest one was I got a few. Moonshine and eggnog, E&J and hot chocolate.
Okay. I got some J down there. I might have to hook that up. And I got hot chocolate. I'm gonna work that out.
Four Loco.
Is this? Look, no, I'm not even gonna go down there. Right? Go ahead, keep it moving.
Take some Four Loco and you mix it with right, and then you let you get like 10 peppermints. So you let them soak in there, and you bite them. You feel what I'm saying? So it gives like a peppermint flavor before you.
We're gonna try that emergency room. That's that emergency room.
That's called the angels. That's called the heaven that couldn't wait. That's what I call it.
Yeah, call it the emergency room.
That's exactly what it is. The heaven can't wait because you ain't gonna make it. For a Loco? He said for a Loco.
You just mix it, the Four Loco Casamigo and a Red Bull.
What this dude talking? I got
with a candy cane on the side. You just pick yourself a man.
Oh man, y'all out here wilding out,
man.
Good stuff though, but that's my list. We almost at like 2 hours. We've been on here for a minute, man. We out here doing it, but all that means is that we having a good time. So everybody out there, in the social media platform, find us at Mint Ketchup, MKP, hashtag it's all that other good stuff on Instagram, on Facebook, and on YouTube. Jump on our YouTube, subscribe, hit the bell, all that stuff, notifications and whatnot. We love you guys. We've been out here doing it. Once again, it's Mint Ketchup Podcast, episode 34. Thank you again for our guests doing big things. And we about to get out of here real quick. Anybody got any last words? No last words?
No.
Done?
Hey.
All right. We up out of here.
Have
a great week. We'll see you next week. And get ready for this holiday season.
Loco. If you
want get some of that Loco.
Well, remember, guys, Four Loco.
If you don't drink Four Loco.
A Red
Red Bull.
A Monster energy drink.
You will try to remember the number, the 911.
Yeah. You'll
wait.
Heaven couldn't wait.
No, it'll be right there. It'll be right there.
I'll be praying for y'all.
It'll be right there.
Yeah, the Jamaican rum, what I missed. Yeah.
There you go. Hey, have a good one, y'all. Hey, it was great. Have a great one.